This hypnosis experience is copyrighted by Key Guy Technology, LLC, your 2019 copyright. This hypnosis file is not to be duplicated and or distributed without express permission from Key Guy Technology, LLC. Please try out our product, the Hypnosis Key, by going to www.hypnosiskey.com. The Hypnosis Key is a digital package that comes with over 1,000 Hypnosis Mp3 files that are read by a hypnotherapist. The Hypnosis Key is a $20,000 value that we sell for a very low price. Again, go to www.hypnosiskey.com. That is spelled www.hypnosiskey.com. Please enjoy your hypnosis file.
As you keep floating into this warm and happy with inclination, I will speak to you about a circumstance that has been annoying you a great deal as of late, and that is being harassed at school. As any grown-up can affirm, kids can be barbarous to one another on occasion, particularly the individuals who have been casualties of life's shameful acts themselves at times. Yet, we realize that that is no reason for tormenting. Nobody has the right to be tormented, and you are no exemption. Presently, I can't guarantee that the harassers are going to stop their savage conduct medium term, since trance can just assist us with changing inside ourselves. Yet what you will discover is that with the assistance of your awesome, intuitive personality, you will almost certainly adapt better to their conduct and feel more grounded and progressively sure as well. It's vital to perceive that numerous schools in the nation have harassing to some degree. Regularly this will be concealed somehow or another with the goal that it isn't really named in that capacity. However, the truth of the matter is, it exists in our general public. Menaces frequently single out individuals who are somewhat unique to themselves. Before, it used to be basically overweight kids or the individuals who wore glasses. In some cases they single out somebody who is taller or littler than normal, much cleverer than they are, or in view of the shade of their skin or their convictions. In the event that you think back to when you were a lot more youthful, maybe at nursery, playgroup or some other foundation where babies and youthful youngsters visit, you will see that harassing seldom exists. Small youngsters will play without anyone else. More seasoned ones are simply figuring out how to coordinate and are cheerful to play with one another, paying little heed to any distinctions, so you may ponder where and why the harassing conduct begins. Youngsters are affected on all dimensions as they grow up. Guardians and instructors, more seasoned kin and relatives are regularly the greatest impact, or they may endeavor to stay aware of the more famous individuals from their friend gathering. And every one of these individuals who are affecting the harassers have been contrarily impacted somehow or another themselves, previously. So as you see, the harassers are simply powerless identities who endure weaknesses and vulnerability about their own convictions. In the event that this were not really, at that point they obviously wouldn't be so effectively impacted and ready to vent their dissatisfactions on others. Along these lines, menaces have the right to be felt sorry for. As a rule, however, they are subtly scorned by the individuals who witness their negative conduct and activities. Menaces frequently grow up to be uncertain grown-ups, here and there swinging to wrongdoing and medications to assist them with dealing with life. The individuals who do change may finish up despising themselves or feeling regretful for the agony they have exacted on their exploited people. Obviously, I comprehend that growing up may appear far off to you. In any case, it would be ideal if you trust me. It will come much sooner than you at any point thought conceivable. The days and many months sneak past, going ever quicker as we age, until all of a sudden we are there, capable grown-ups in the huge wide world, regularly with families and homes of our own and being a piece of the circle that impacts others somehow or another. Furthermore, in the event that you were a grown-up, a parent with a like indistinguishable age from you are currently and a casualty of menaces, what might you say to your youngster? How might you console your dazzling child or little girl? Maybe you can extend your psyche into the future and simply envision yourself in this position. You may advise your kid to transcend the harassers, not let their words or conduct get to you and let them glide over your head. Or on the other hand, you may propose your tyke battle back here and there, Not physically, but rather with comments that put the harassers down and let everybody see them for what they are. If, obviously, they didn't definitely know this. You would most likely unobtrusively address the instructors at school and request that they sort out the tormenting and converse with the guardians included. Or then again, you may choose to change your tyke's school to one that has zero resistance to tormenting. While I can't let you know precisely what your parent or other grown-up would do or say, what I can ensure is that they wouldn't need you to remain quiet about this. You should never acknowledge tormenting as ordinary conduct, since it isn't adequate. Nobody has the right to be tormented, and you are no exemption. You have as much appropriate to an upbeat presence as any other individual. You merit love and regard, and starting now and into the foreseeable future, regard is something you merit, yet anticipate. You treat others as you hope to be dealt with yourself. We are for the most part individuals having a similar planet and reserve an option to an upbeat and quiet life. You start to feel frustrated about the domineering jerks, considering them to be deplorable casualties of their own conditions, and you might be astounded to find that you can be caring to them, as you are to every other person. As kind as you are to yourself. You treat yourself with affection, regard and consideration, and any inept, harassing conduct can simply glide over your head. Obviously, on the off chance that the harassing is really physical, at that point the domineering jerks need revealing, and you have no wavering in doing this. You may choose to keep a diary of what's going on in your life. It can frequently recall dour sentiments in highly contrasting, and you don't need to peruse what you've composed on the off chance that you would prefer not to. You may likewise prefer to make a rundown of all your great characteristics, and this rundown you can peruse and add to at whatever point you wish. Your emphasis is on making yourself a decent individual, a fascinating individual with bunches of subjects to discuss. That is the reason you focus on your schoolwork, focusing on the educator rather than the harassers, improving your insight and abilities, and finishing your homework on time. You can concentrate on the future just as the present. Set attainable objectives for yourself and work consistently towards those objectives. You consider yourself to be somebody who is expecting to succeed. You are a youngster with the possibility to progress nicely, to make something beneficial of your life, and to ascend mountains that others couldn't scale. Maybe you can imagine yourself on a mountain now. You are standing up there on the pinnacle, having accomplished your desire and holding in your heart the learning and fulfillment that you are a decent and advantageous individual who is thoughtful to other people and kind to yourself. Maybe you consider yourself to be a grown-up, or it might be you in a year or two. You are standing gladly with your arms outstretched, looking down on the world underneath. What's more, as you remain there, I wonder, in the event that you can see those harassers stuck in a discard at the base of the mountain. Is it a dump or is it a lowland with sinking sand? The domineering jerks appear to psychologists, and they are shouting out for help. With Goliath strides, you slide the mountain at sonic speed and offer your assistance to the domineering jerks, pulling them free from their pit of sadness. See the domineering jerks canvassed in mud. It is up to their eyes and they're all inclinations sorry now for their terrible conduct. You are a decent, kind and beneficial individual who bears no malignance, so you essentially grin and gesture, offer your mates a towel to tidy themselves up, and come back to the highest point of your mountain. You can utilize this representation frequently, at whatever point you wish. You should simply to take 2 or 3 profound, agreeable breaths and grin. The grin without anyone else can discharge endorphins in your cerebrum, those vibrate hormones that quickly reduce any undesirable sentiments. Joined with the profound breathing, this will make you feel quiet, loose and certain. What's more, you can try to avoid panicking, loose and sure, in light of the fact that you are a decent and beneficial individual. You are a caring individual. You are caring to other people and you are caring to yourself. You cherish others and you adore yourself. You regard other individuals and they regard you consequently. After this sleep-inducing session, I might want you to ground this involvement somehow or another. Establishing, for this situation, implies making some move, regardless of how little. It could be conversing with a grown-up about the manner in which you have been dealt with or beginning that diary. Or on the other hand, it could be making that rundown of all your great and positive qualities. It truly doesn't make a difference which you picked at this stage, since one activity will impact another and the procedure of you feeling better will have just started. Furthermore, these proposals are solidly implanted in your subliminal personality and become more grounded, step by step. They become more grounded continuously, more grounded constantly, more grounded constantly. In a minute, I will tally the numbers from 1 to 5, and at the check of 5, you will be wide wakeful, completely alert and invigorated, and prepared to enable these proposals to work for you. 1, 2, 3, returning gradually, 4, eyelids starting to vacillate, and 5, eyes open, wide conscious, personality and body coming back to typicality.